Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out. Yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Rodgers going to come out throwing.
Forced out to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. An opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
To throw, it's Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Rodgers to throw once more.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
from 10 yards out.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That's complete to Toney. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay, it's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats, it always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 41, Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. A dump down to McKinnon.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
He'll take this to the 46.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers will throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second and a long way to go. Mahomes.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for. An interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
On first down, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A first throw for Henne, the veteran backup. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here for them to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leading the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
It's taken to the 26. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes to throw. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw. Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because If you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for two, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Mahomes, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out.